Hey guys, it's Ellie here from Balance Me Back. Now, have you got a sore lower back, tight hamstrings, bursitis, or sciatica? The stretch I'm about to show you is a stretch for you. It's a yoga stretch. There's 3 different levels. You start with level 1, which is 3 to 5 breaths, and build up to 10. Level 2, you do 1 to 3 minutes. And then level 3, you go up to 5 to 10 minutes and you meditate in that position. To make change, you have to do something long enough. Otherwise, nothing's going to change. Now, also the fact is there's different angles as well. So watch my video now and then you'll see what I'm talking about. I have a lot of clients have issues with piriformis syndrome and sciatica. So I'm going to show you stretches. I'm going to do it restoratively and I'm going to do it on a basic level. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to find something that is around about your thigh height. So this is a little bit low, but it's pretty good. My leg extension machine. But all you need is like a table. Now, if you've got real bad bursitis of the hip, you need to swing it around like this and just do it at a very low angle. So maybe like 60 degrees, okay? And then what you do is you lift up your spine and then you hinge at your hip and come forward and just keep the chest lifted. And maybe start with 5 to 10 breaths. Now, as you start to open the hip, you bring it maybe about 70 or 80 degrees. And again, make sure your back leg is straight, your hips are facing forward, and then you need to lift up your chest wall and then you hinge at your hip. So if I had a stick, it will be absolutely straight. So everything's in line. You have to stay in your plumb line, okay? And then as you feel the hip open, maybe hold it for a minute and up to 3 minutes, okay? So at first it's going to be really uncomfortable, but you breathe into the discomfort. And your exhale, you visualize it letting go, making space. You don't want the joint going like this, really tight. You need to make space in the hip. So then as it makes space, it alleviates all that discomfort on the nerves. So then as you gradually open the hip, you bring the foot up, and then until you get a range that you're really good. So if you're more flexible, then you lift up the chest, you hinge forward, and then you can just relax into your breath. Now, I'll talk about yoga breath later on, but just do the basic breathing as you breathe, as you know. So it's the exhale, but I will talk about more yoga breath later on and how to really work into a deep stretch. Okay, then you do the other side and you go back to your tight side and do it again. Now, the other way is restorative. As you get better, then what you do is you go restorative. Because what you need to do is you need to hold it up to 5 to 10 minutes. So you get this angle, make sure your knee is comfortable, you can put it on a blanket. Okay, and then what you do is make sure your hip is straight. Now, if I'm really off center and my sacrum is really thingy, like bent, you have to make sure that this is straight at the back. So what I would do is I would stick a block under or a cushion, and then what you need to do is you can get a cushion. This is a Zofia meditation cushion, and then what you do is you lift up, and then you can bring your elbows down, so you can relax. Bring your elbows and bring your thumbs onto your mala point and jhana, which is either side of the eyebrow, like so, okay? And again, you just hold it for as long as you can cope with, but if you relax into your breath and let the monkey mind stop talking and just focus on the breath, on the exhale, you'll let go. Now, the body won't heal when it's in fight and flight. You're only gonna lengthen the muscles when you're in rest and digest, when you're really calm and relaxed. So think of it as being fight and fight, like this. So everyone's like this. So the muscles are going to be like this too. You have to let go and surrender to it. Use your exhale, and then you'll start to make space, and the muscles will know they're safe to let go. Okay? And again, you go into your tight side, back to your tight side. But the restorative way is really comfortable, and you can go into like a meditation. So I'll talk about meditation in another video. This is one of my favourites. This is called Ekapada Savasana, which in Sanskrit means king pigeon. And it's really opening that tight hip up. Any questions, guys? Give me a private message. Goodbye.